All right. In case you missed it, I have a little tab on Blackboard. At the top, it says self-reported attendance. All you need to do is click on it. Make sure you log on to Google with your email. Pick your name and enter the passkey. Today happens to be 622. I'm writing it wrong on purpose without getting the exact phrase. It doesn't allow you to submit it. And in case you're wondering, it's somewhere over here. It lives on my spreadsheet. All I have to do is say data, refresh all. So all the responses, since it has been created, are automatically pulled. I also set it up so that it refreshes upon opening the sheet. I can do refresh all again. And for today and Wednesday, I'll still do the regular attendance. But starting next Monday, we're going to do that self-reported thing. If you're entering it later than 1:30, you're going to be deemed late. Not for this week. But. All right, let's see. Nick, let me make sure I entered the dates. I haven't. Sagan, Clay, Corsi, Kendrick, Ethan, Ethan, Karina, Heath, Humble Zachary, Ty, Brianna, Mayo, McCune, McDaniel, Mendez, Niloy, Anderson, or Nickerson, I'm sorry. Just combine them. Avery, Aiden's here. Uh, T-Bone, that's the nickname I gave you. Salisbury steak, T-bone steak, T-bone. If you're unhappy with it, let me know. Good. Gags, Bill Smith, or as we used to call you, just Fresh. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Bill Smith. Sproul, I know it's Sproul, but Stahlbrand, Tackett, Tyler, Tucci, or Stan, and Curry. I know it's Kerry, but it should be Curry. All right, let's save this. Uh, Today on Wednesday, we're going to basically give you some little VBA skills. One of them, we're going to write our own functions. Sometimes we need them. For example, when we do two-stage growth models, or later on, we're going to do residual income models for stock valuation. We need to be able to calculate present value of a growing annuity, something like that. Okay. Now, how is that going to happen? There is no function in Excel to do it. Technically, we can write a formula, but if the growth rate is greater than the discount rate, that formula explodes. So we need to write our own formula. First and foremost, let's write down what we mean by growing annuity. Oh, I used your page for the other class. First of all, who remembers what an annuity is? You've seen it in your finance classes, accounting classes? Yeah. Yeah, equal payments for a certain period of time. That's exactly what the definition is. A growing annuity, as the name suggests, is a growing annuity. So let's say there are T payments, and we're going to assume, come on, I lost the ability to type. Each payment is at the end of the period, just like a regular annuity. There is such a thing called annuity due or annuity in arrears. The first payment is made right now. That's basically some cash plus regular annuity with one less payment. We're gonna know dollar C1, um, first payment, and in general, dollar CT payment, or let's do CT plus one, equals that period's payment times one plus G, where G is the growth rate. Okay. And I want to calculate present value of such a cash flow. Can we do that in an Excel spreadsheet? Sure. And let's do an example. Let me add an abacus here. And let's call this 420 Monday, Wednesday. So I can later give you that sheet. Okay, and go to that sheet. It's essentially a blank sheet that has my bells and whistles. That's it. That I can zoom in, zoom out, delete the entire sheet or anything like that. So let's do an example. First pay, I'm gonna put $100. Um, growth rate. Let me put headings. 5%. Number of periods. Actually, let's do this. Period 1, 2. I'm gonna do this up to 10, just for the hell of it. You guys know how to make that quickly. If you have a pattern, select the cells that represent that pattern. Come to the southeast corner, drag it, release it when that little white box is the number that you want. I want to stop at 10, done. Well, that's the first pay. After that, previous payment, 1 plus the growth rate. Since I'm going to keep using that, I'm going to fix that reference, hitting F4, which is a shortcut for writing dollar signs before the column reference and the row reference. That's called an absolute reference. In fact, I'm gonna make these dollar formats with cents. And I'm just gonna double click, it will autofill. So if I had an util like that, at the end of year 10, I would get 115.13, okay? Number of periods, for now, it doesn't matter. Let's actually calculate interest rate here. Let's say 10%. And if I have a set of cash flows that are regular, in the sense that it starts in period one, and every period is just a one period increment, I can use the built-in Excel function called NPV. I'll also show you how to do it otherwise. NPV doesn't calculate the NPV that you're thinking of from your basic finance. It calculates present value of future cash flows. The first argument is the interest rate. The second argument is set of cash flows. It assumes that there's a one period difference between each period, each cash flow, and the first period is period one. So this thing is actually worth at 10%, $743. In case you didn't know, I have a little convention that I use anytime I have something that is an input to a calculation. I give myself green light to do something about it. And I like some additional digits on my percent signs. Nobody ever died because they've shown too many digits in Excel, but I had students die on me in an exam because in a percent cell they put no digits. So I asked them, let's say the yield to maturity on a bond, the answer is 6.17. If you don't put the digits, it's going to show as 6. Since I'm a diabolical bastard, of course I'm going to make 6 as one of the answers. Boom, you're going to jump on it. You're mine.